Today I'm going to be watching this video. It's called Poland vs America, 7 shocking differences, from someone who spent 1 month in Krakow, Poland. So yeah, everything I'm learning about Poland, it seems like a more livable place than not only America, but most of Europe as well. It seems like a great place. I'm interested to see what the 7 shocking differences are. You can tell me if there's anything that's you agree with or disagree with in this video. Let's watch.
I'm in Krakow, Poland, and I've been living here for over a month now, and today I want to go over how it's different from America, how it's different from Chicago, New York, and other states, and some of the bad things here. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is safety. In Chicago, for example, when I was in law school, I would get out of class at like 9 or something like that. Sometimes I would just go at 7 to a grocery store, and if you get off the wrong street or you go somewhere not so safe, you get creepos following you. Literally, I'm like almost 7 feet tall, 6'1", and I would get people following me. Like, look at this nose, what are you after, right? Here, you can go out literally at 2 a.m. You can go back home walking. Everything is safe. You can go on the trams without worrying about stuff. It's just so much safer. Let's go to the second point.
Yeah, tell me if you agree with that, if you're from Poland. Is there certain places in Poland, like certain cities, towns, that are known for being more dangerous than others? But I can pretty much guarantee nowhere in Poland is going to be as dangerous as Chicago, the place he mentioned, where there's so much gang violence, things like that as well. But tell me, if you're from Poland, is Poland really a safe place to live, in your opinion?
Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the weather. I was here in March and it wasn't that bad, and right now it's June. It's not that hot, right? In Chicago and New York and Michigan, you either have this super hot weather or super cold, to the point where you're like sweating, and if you go on the subway, oh my god, there's no air conditioning, you just become all sweat. I talked to some friends from Michigan right now, they're talking about heat waves. So the weather here is a bit better, still get the crappy winters though.
Yeah, how cold does it get in the winter?
Good and all that. Give me some bad points. This is where Mean Evan comes in. Ton, bro. What's going on in Poland? I barely see any ladies with babies. Like, what's going on? In Serbia, I used to see like so many girls with babies rolling around and stuff like that. But here, and they say it's like low birth rate there, and here it's like, what's going on? Mean Evan is like complaining. It's like, why aren't Polish men reproducing and stuff like that? Overall, I don't see that many girls with babies walking around. I don't know if it's a problem, but it's definitely noticeable in my opinion. And I've been to other cities other than Krakow. I've been to Lublin, Warsaw, other places. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem he said about Polish men. I think that's actually just a problem with advanced, high-performing economies. You can look at the East, places like Korea, Japan, even China. You look at the West, like America, UK, Germany, Poland. Everywhere, all of these advanced economies have low birth rates. You can tell me, is that a similar problem in Poland as well? Is the government doing anything to combat that, giving any extra benefits to women in the workplace and things like that as well? Is it noticeable, in your opinion, in Poland?
Okay, so the next point, even Mean Evan has nothing bad to say about, which is the bread culture. Man, oh man. In the US, if you wake up and go to a bakery, you're considered to get fresh bread. You're considered like a kind of weirdo, you know, not many people do it. But here, like, bread is such a big part of the culture. There are bakeries everywhere, and they take their bread so seriously, right? And I'm a bread guy, and I'm so into the breads. I gotta say, they can't mess around with Moldova and Ukraine when it comes to bread, but they're still up there in the top freaking amazing bread. So overall, in America, not that many people focus on getting fresh bread. Here it's just crazy. Dude, in America, you meet some people.
Yeah, I think that's because, like, from to my knowledge, bread in America is full of additives, sugar even. It's like really just not good quality bread. Whereas in Central Europe, in places like Poland, Germany, France, Italy, places are known for having great bread. Tell me, in your opinion, how good is Polish bread? How does it compare to the other Central European countries? Is Polish bread the best?
That put their breads in the freezer, and it's just like, what are you doing? Putting bread in the freezer and then eating it? No way, dude. Now, this is a cool church that's active on Sundays. Let's check it out real quick. Dude, I love churches. They just make me feel so good once you get inside of them. Anyways, the next one is...
Yeah, I know that's not what he's talking about, but tell me more about religion in Poland. I know Poland is one of the most religious countries in Europe, in the world, possibly. But as you see in other countries, like the younger generation are starting to believe in religion more and more. Is there a problem with that in Poland? Are the younger generation turning away from religion? Or is there still a strong support and belief in religion in the younger generation and just the overall populace of the country?
For Mean Evan, and man, oh man, what's up with the Poles? They don't know how to fucking walk in crowded places. It's like, I used to tell Rosalia how in Lviv people just would like get in front of you when you're walking in a crowd. They have no idea how to like, in New York and Chicago, man, when I lived there, people were like used to maneuvering, you know? It's like smooth sailing when you're walking in a crowd. Here, it's like somebody gets in front of you, somebody bumps into you, they're walking, they don't do this thing, turn around, turn a bit at a 45-degree angle to avoid the shoulder crash, you know? It's just Polish people need to work on, this is from Mean Evan, they need to work on their crowded fluidity, avoiding people, bumping into people and stuff like that. This was like a karate chop thing. Go to the next one.
Yeah, tell me if you think that's true. Do you move out the way for people when you're walking in Poland? I don't have any experience of obviously being in Poland. I live in Malaysia, and keep people here compared to the UK. People here just walk very slow because the weather's so warm. You walk on the street, no one moves fast. It's just very slow. So sometimes you can be walking behind people, and it's just very painful trying to walk places here. But tell me if you relate to what he's talking about with regards to Poland.
Okay, the next one is about their food. Like, we have some amazing, amazing food in New York, Chicago, Michigan. Like, our pizzas are top notch. We got so much variety and stuff like that. But overall, the food here just tastes better. There are a lot of dishes that are spot on. But even when it comes to like fast food, for example, we have here, they have like kebab. This is what they do when they get high or drunk, they go to get kebabs. For us, it's like Taco Bell, right? So even that is like much better. So if you compare even fast food here versus fast food in America, like it's just, to me, it just tastes so much better here. And it's healthier too. Like Taco Bell, if you compare it with a kebab, which is like mixed with vegetables, meat, stuff like that, versus Taco Bell, you have no idea what it is. So overall, in my opinion, food can be much better here, especially the pastries and sausages. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the people. People here have a much more chill vibe here.
That's what I say, that's a cool building, man. Galeria Krakowska. Tell me if you've been here before. I love the architecture, man. Very modern, clean.
Especially if you compare it to people in Chicago. Like people in, it's much easier for people to meet other people here. Like in New York, it was easy to meet people. Yeah, but they left like in a month. Everybody was like coming in and out of New York. It was much easier. It was easy to meet people, but it was hard to like maintain a relationship with them because they just left. In Chicago, it was almost impossible to meet people, but here, like, it's easy to meet people. They're just much more chill. In New York, they had that, oh, I gotta do stuff. I got no time vibe. Here, it's much less. Like, even and you know, New Yorkers were extremely friendly. Chicago, in California, they were like, you know, a lot of people were like fake friendly. Here, they're just like how a regular human should be, I think. Just like, they're not gonna fake the friendliness, but they're also they're not gonna pretend that they like you if they don't like you. But overall, it's much easier to meet people. Like, you can strike up a conversation with people much easier. So much more of a chill vibe overall than most American cities.
I think that's why I like what I've learned about Poland, especially the Polish people. Seem very similar to people from Scotland. I feel like we have a lot in common, whether it's the humour, the personality. I think Scottish people and Polish people are very similar in that respect.
Okay, the last couple of points I want to go over really quickly. One is the expenses. Obviously, the rent prices are a little bit more now because of the whole war situation, but usually they're much lower than, especially in New York, where it's like $3,000 for a small apartment. Public transportation is much better, much cleaner, way less creeps in the public transportation. I got so many weirdo stories in public transportation, people peeing, people coming up to me and doing weird stuff. Anyways, and just like overall, the cities are much cleaner. That's about it for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe.
Okay, man, that was quite interesting. Yeah, so tell me what you think about them, especially maybe some of the negative points that you mentioned. Do you agree with them, being from Poland? And yeah, tell me what you think about the video overall. Tell me how you think Poland compares to America in your opinion as well. Thanks.